Something that is good for everyone, particularly for our side, is reading. A good portion of the people on our side are readers, which is great. However, not enough people read history, and for a traditionalist, history is very important. Unlike the other political philosophies, we do not wish to destroy the past. We wish to learn from it, because knowledge is important. I cannot stress that enough. Knowledge is power. History is all of recorded human existence, and prehistory is human existence before writing. But in that exists a vast pool of experiences. What can you learn from reading history? Empathy. Defeat is survivable. Utopias never work. The good guy doesn't always win. Suffering is a part of human existence. Human nature varies but doesn't change. That there are always more than one side. Even the biggest enemies can be defeated. People are fallible, as are the things that they build. Some problems aren't caused by people, but by nature. People are both simple and complex, rational and irrational. War and violence are part of the human condition and not separate from it. So how should you go about reading more history? I would suggest going to your local library. Some are great, some aren't. Once there, I would check out the simplest books on the subject, which probably means it's in the children's section. One mistake I see people make is to go for the biggest or most complex book on a subject and then give up. To avoid that mistake is easy. Go for the simple book. Once read, move up in complexity. I would suggest getting either general overviews of a historical subject or short biographies. Long biographies look great on your shelf, but are often quite complex. Some recommendations to get you started. All general overviews by Professor Geoffrey Blamey. A short history of the world, a short history of the 20th century, and a shorter history of Australia. Professor Blamey is one of Australia's greatest historians. He also had the courage to openly question immigration back in the 1980s, and he was, of course, attacked for his troubles. I'm not suggesting that he's the only author to read, but he is a good start. Our side needs to read more history, particularly from before the 20th century, and even more so from before the French Revolution. Enjoy.